Apparently, I'm gonna have to get a lawyer to deal with our family lawyers, which is fine. I put $5,000 as the goal for the trip. Some of that could easily be used for a lawyer. And a lawyer would actually make the documentary much more exciting. People love lawyers. People love hearing that shit. So, fine. When I get to Florida, I will look into getting a lawyer to deal with my family lawyers to get these legal documents that I should not have to have a lawyer to get. And what it's going to do in the documentary is show the world how hard I had to fight just to get these legal documents that I'm supposed to already have. Because I was named in my grandmother's living will. There's no reason I would be restricted from having a copy of it. Except that the lawyers don't want people to know the living will even existed. They want to hide that because they never read it. They want to get rid of it and just move on with their lives and pretend like I'm not trying to get this information. Oh, we'll put a restraining order against you if you try to come talk to us. Fine, put a restraining order against my lawyer too then. It'll make great television to have a lawyer filing a restraining order against another lawyer for trying to get legal documents. It'll look absolutely fantastic on your family. It'll make your lawyers look so smart and qualified. Really, Kathy, everything that I'm going to have to do to force the legal processes that should have happened 7 years ago is going to make you and your family look so wonderful. I'm sure the world will love you just as much as everybody here does. It actually could be quite entertaining, since I know that our family lawyers are also our family drug dealers. We could have quite a bit of fun in Florida, Kathy. And you don't even have to be involved. You already told them to get a restraining order against me. Surely they'll do that. They're lawyers. They can write it up right there themselves. And I can get my lawyer to get a copy of that restraining order to show how frivolous it is, because there's not going to be any police records or proof that I was a danger to anybody before you filed it. Imagine a lawyer filing frivolous restraining orders just to get out of doing their job. It's gonna look great, really. And if the police come and do a drug bust because they happen to have a house full of opiates, I'm only doing my duty and telling the truth. I can't be held accountable for what happens to my drug dealing, lying, criminal activity family who thinks that more criminal activity will hide their past criminal actions. Everything is going to come to a head next year, and they're all going to blame me. But it's their actions that is going to cause all of it to crumble down on them. And I'm just going to watch. I take no enjoyment out of it. Simply, I need for my mental state to get better. I need to know the truth. I know the truth, and now I have to legally document it so that the world knows the truth. That I did not lie, that I come from an extremely abusive family who is still being abusive to me. They stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from me when my grandmother passed away, and now their way of keeping me from that information is a restraining order. Just think about how sick that is. All I'm looking for is legal documentation, and they're talking about restraining orders as if my wanting these legal documents that they wrote up and filed is a threat to them. It's only a threat to them because of the illegal activities that they've performed. If they were doing things legally, my requesting documents would not be seen as a threat.